The biggest benefit was, I guess, being more willing to, I mean, like I said before, fail, and not trying to fail, but that knowing that there is a very good possibility that what I'm doing is not going to work, and just still doing it. I guess so. Persistence is a big thing, and not being discouraged with the fact that maybe what you're doing isn't working right away. I think that's a big thing, because I think for a lot of people, especially, if you're trying to go into medicine or whatever, you're afraid of messing up and trying to get everything right. It's important to keep going regardless of the fact that, yes, you're probably not going to get something right at some point, or something's not going to work in your favor at some point. So I think that's been the biggest thing, is just kind of accepting that, and, but making your drive stronger at the same time.
The best benefit of research that I feel I've gained is self-confidence as a scientist. When you do lab work in a standard lab course, you don't really gain this sort of I can do research knowledge or mindset, because you're just doing what they told you. But when you start doing research in a lab, you gain this ability to think that I can do research, because I'm performing, and I'm making conclusions, answering questions.
So some of the benefits that I've gotten from performing research is just being able to think analytically, to think critically, and to think beyond just what's in front of you. So you get a lot of data, you get these results that, well, you look at them and you're like, they're right, is what I would say if I have never done undergraduate research. So it's important that you look at a problem and you think, does this make sense? Does it not make sense? And what can I infer about the results I just got? So that's what I think was really beneficial, and some of the things that I got from doing undergraduate research.
Some benefits I've gotten from performing my research is a lot more self-confidence, because it depends on which lab you're with, but at least in mine, you get help from the professor and you get help from the grad students, but some professors are a lot more hands-off, like mine, and my grad students are there for support and advice if I need any. But most of the time my projects have been just me, so they just give me something, they give me a task or a project to do, and I just have to go out there and take care of it. And I could be asking grad students lots of questions to kind of walk me through it basically, but I've taken it upon myself to figure out as much as I can on my own, and that's been really scary, because it's kind of it's the first time I've just been thrown lots of big responsibilities, especially when you're working with very expensive and fancy machines. But yeah, I've grown a lot more confident, because I've learned how to solve all these complex problems on my own. That's helped me become a better scientist, a better researcher, a better engineer.
I think my research has helped me within classroom settings, because I already was an organized person prior to this project, but with this project for my research, I had to be even more organized and also just have more time management, because I was organizing my schedule with the Sound Lab schedule with my 12 actors schedule. So putting those together was very difficult, and then on top of that, I've always just had to make sure I was following a certain timeline in terms of getting stuff done, because I was recording people for 8 hours a day and still doing my classes, and I've been taking extra classes while doing it, so definitely I've learned a lot about time management from doing my research.